Hey there, it's Leslie from Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and today I'm decorating these adorable Halloween coffee mugs. Or maybe they're hot chocolate mugs. You decide. Anyway, I'm starting out with a piping consistency icing in black, and I'm just going to follow the lines here that I made with my projector and pipe in this little spider web at the top. And while it looks like there's a lot going on with this cookie, it's actually rather simple to decorate, so I hope that you join along with me. You can get the cutter STL files at my website at www.l-treats.com. And so I just outlined the plate at the bottom, and now I'm going to outline the mug in orange, and then I'll go ahead and flood in the orange mug. My orange royal icing is probably about a 10 to 12 second consistency. It's a little looser than I like to work with, so I'm not going to go all the way to the edges. Instead, I'm going to use my scribe to get the icing out to the corners and over to the edges so that it doesn't overflow. And then I'm going to immediately take my white icing and put the tip right into the orange and make a series of white dots across the mug. This is a wet on wet technique, and when the mug dries, it will be one solid surface with no raised areas where the white dots are. And then I just gave it a shake to help settle the white dots down, and a couple of them near the edge didn't quite settle, so I used my scribe to gently poke up and down to get them to settle down. And then I'm going to make the straw a purple color. My purple is a little bit of a stiffer consistency. It's probably a 20 to 25 second consistency, and so I'm going to have to jiggle it quite a bit with my scribe to get it to settle down. I was using this color for another detail on a different cookie, and I made it stiffer, but it's really too stiff to flood with. Anyway, I'm going to then take my green icing and put diagonal stripes across the top. Because both my purple and my green icing is a little bit stiffer, they're not going to blend together, and the green stripes will be a little bit raised. And then I'm going to go ahead and make some slime coming off the top of this coffee mug here, and I don't want it to be super smooth, so I'm not going to use my scribe to settle it down. I'm just going to make random drip lines going across the top of this mug. And I forgot to mention that I had let my cookie dry for about 20 minutes before I did the slime and before I'm adding this black plate at the bottom. So I just piped in a bunch of the black icing. It's also a very thin consistency, probably about a 10-second consistency. And I'm just going to use my scribe to settle the icing down and get it up into the little points. You want to be careful with the 10-second consistency that it doesn't overflow the edge. And once the plate had dried, I went back in and added the handle to the coffee mug with my orange icing. Once again, using my scribe to help shape the icing and to get it all the way down to the cookie and make sure there aren't any air bubbles and that there's enough icing here that it won't crater when it dries. Then I'm going to put my cookie in a dehydrator for a few minutes, but if you don't have a dehydrator, I recommend putting it in front of a table fan to help it dry and crust over so that craters don't form in that handle. Okay, so my cookie has had a chance to dry for a little bit, and now I'm coming back in with a stiff royal icing. I'm using a star tip, and I'll leave information in the description about what tip I'm using. And I'm just going back and forth and making kind of a whipped cream look at the top. And then in another video, I made these adorable royal icing transfers, and I'm just going to stick them right here into the whipped cream. And then I have some multicolored Halloween sprinkles that I'll just sprinkle on into the whipped cream, and then this cookie will be done. As complicated as this cookie looks, it looks like there's a lot of different details, but it's really rather simple to put together and make adorable Halloween treats. So I'll leave links in the description for the other videos to make the royal icing transfers and for the other cookie in this series, which is also pretty adorable in a spooky, cute kind of way. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you want the cookie cutters, they're on my website. See the link in the description. And if you're interested in learning how to make more Halloween cookies, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll have many more cookies coming up in the next couple of weeks and getting you all ready for the Halloween spooky season. Thanks for watching. See you next time.